entire meeting.
So we come for a Toastmasters meeting where we get a stage to perform, and most importantly, we need some evaluation where we can improve ourselves through each sessions. And I'm not going to do it alone. I have a team, and we are called the tag team. So we are going to evaluate each of the roles and the performances that are going to be done on the stage, and we'll present it as a whole. As a whole in the report, in the report format. Right? So firstly, I would like to call the timer for today's meeting. Right? It's Toastmaster Santosh. Hi fellow Toastmasters and guests, I am the timer for today's meeting. My duty is to make the time use rightly. Like for the prepared speech, the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, the green card. At 6 minutes, the yellow card. At 7 minutes, the red card. And for the ice-breaking speech, the time limit was 4 to 6 minutes. At 4 minutes, the green card. At 5 minutes, the yellow card. And 6 minutes, the red card. You have a buffer time of 30 seconds, like before and after. Like you can talk 6 minutes, 30 seconds, or 7 minutes, 30 seconds. Like you are qualified. And the evaluator time was 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, the green card. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, the yellow card. And 3 minutes, the red card. The time for action something. It's never too late to start now. Like you have to start something right now to finish it like you dream. Okay, over to you, General Evaluator. Thank you, Toastmaster Santosh. And I would like to acknowledge the presence of our area director, Lakshmi Narayanan. Thank you, sir, for coming a long way for giving us visit as well as going to play the role of election. Thank you for coming. So now we are going to call the next tag role player. That's the founder, Toastmaster Saranya.
Hello, my dear fellow Toastmasters. I will be playing the R-counter role in this section. R-counter. During the meeting, I will listen to the overused word by the speakers. And I will also listen for the filler words including At the end of the meeting, I will come up with the report that the number of times each speaker used the filler words. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saranya, for your video presentation. And now I'd like to call a newbie who is going to take up the role of grammarian, and it's none other than Toastmaster Ritu.
Thank you, General Evaluator. And thank you, BTC members, for a warm welcome. Looking forward to have a positive learning in BTC. So as I am the grammarian today, I have 3 responsibilities to do. Number 1, find and note down the impactable and good usage of English language. Number 2, find and note down the not so good usage of English language and give recommendations to it. Number 3, correct the mispronunciations to the user, through the words. So apart from this, the grammarian also has a role of saying the word of the day. So what's the word of the day? Epitome. Okay, there's a twist here. It's not epitome. The word of the day is jubilance. So always expect the unexpected. So jubilance means full of energy, excitement and enthusiasm. So for instance, I'll give you a sentence with the word jubilance. I'm jubilant for the elections that are going to be held in BTC today. So I encourage all the speakers coming on the stage to use the word of the day. Thank you. Over to General.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ritu, for your wonderful introduction. And now I'd like to call the listener, Toastmaster Nandini.
Hi, good evening to everyone. As a listener, my role is to listen to all the speeches, and at the end of the meeting, I will raise few questions to check our listening skills. So let us focus on listening to the speeches, and all the best to the speakers. Let's have a great meeting.
the news master for today, Toastmaster Balaji.
Hi, good evening. I want to share with you the news that I read in a newspaper recently. It is possible that you may know that a child was rescued after falling from a floor in Chennai. After that, the child's mother committed suicide. And it is very shocking that the main reason is that she was criticized on social media. In earlier generations, we followed joint family system. So we have many members and elders like that. Grandparents also there. So they have controllers and advisors. Nowadays, most of the people like for separate family system. So nowadays, most of the people into the social medias. So what a survey says that most people are engrossed in social media and it is rules them. What is noticeable is that people who live on social media like this are very dehumanized, anxious and tired. Social networking sites are very useful. There is no alternative. But it is our duty to use them as needed. Thank you.
Thank you, news master. And with this, I would like to hand over the stage to the
Thank you, General Evaluator, for the tag team introduction. We'll begin with the prepared speeches. The first speaker is a dynamic and creative individual whose passion and innovative spirit inspires us. It's none other than our Toastmaster John. I request you to come to the stage. To save up some time, I'll be reading out his speech objective. Toastmaster John's evaluator is Toastmaster Caroline. He is doing his pathway in engaging humans. Right now, he is going to do his level 1 project 4, that is evaluation and feedback. Toastmaster John, wedding and police interrogation in Tamil. Wedding and police interrogation in Tamil. Toastmaster John.
It was an ordinary Monday, and it was not an ordinary Monday for me because my niece was getting married that day. And we were all, the whole family was in Kanyakumari. And in Kanyakumari, I love something about my Kanyakumari house because my house is there. And I step out of my house and there is this huge pond in front of it. So whatever happens, like if I'm happy, I go jump into the pond. If I want to have a bath, go jump into the pond. If I do anything, we go jump into the pond. So today is a very special day. It's my niece's wedding. I went and jumped into the pond. All wet, I came back and I was changing to my towel. And then that is when exactly I got a phone call. And this phone call is a very simple phone call from Troy. And from people from Troy, they said saying, hey sir, there is one SIM card number in your name, and the SIM card number has been sending out marketing messages to everybody, and somebody has given a complaint in the station. So you will have to come to Mumbai to this police station to tell that you are innocent or do whatever it is. I said I can't come to Mumbai because it's my niece's wedding today, and I'm in my wet hair and my towel and all those things. And he said, no problem sir, not a problem at all. You just have to call the police station and they will do something about it and we can get this rectified. So thank you so much. He just did not leave it there. He gave me a case ID. He gave me the number of that SIM card. He gave me the shop from where the SIM card number was bought. All of it. When was it bought? What date was it bought? What kind of messages were sent? Everything he gave me. I made a note of all of those things. And I said, okay, I have to call this police station right now because he asked me to call it because this whole thing has to be done before 11 o'clock. Otherwise, it is going to be a serious offense. So I said, okay, what can go wrong? Wet hair, towel, no problem. I'll make a phone call. And I made a phone call to this police station. And I called this police station and they checked through the case number and all of those things. And I say, sir, it's not a simple thing, because 17 people have put case against you saying you have harassed them with marketing messages. I said, I can prove that it's not my number, but they said it's been bought with your Aadhaar card. Now tell me very clearly, think through and tell me if you gave your Aadhaar card anywhere. I have given my Aadhaar card anywhere. Going to shopping mall, I give Aadhaar card. ID card, I give Aadhaar card. Anywhere they say something, my Aadhaar card is my easily available ID card. I said, yes sir, I have it. They said, how dare? I'm like, what are you saying? And then they said, how old are you, John? This policeman. He said, how old are you, John? I said, 37. 37-year-old, and you don't know that you're not supposed to give your Aadhaar card anywhere. I thought I was supposed to give my Aadhaar card anywhere to prove my citizenship. And I said, sir, nobody taught me. I didn't know. So he said, okay, come to the police station right now. I was like, sir, I'm in Kanyakumari, I cannot come. And he said, wait, give me some time. And then he thought for some time and he said, I can make some alternatives for you. Okay, thank you so much, sir. And he said, I'll give you a Skype ID and you will have to call us on the Skype. But you'll have to call exactly 30 seconds after this call gets disconnected. Do you have a Skype ID in your phone? I said, no, sir. I will stay in, like I'm here to help you, so I will stay on the call because this call is getting recorded. By the time this call gets disconnected to the time the call comes, it has to be less than 30 seconds. Now I was panicking because in Kanyakumari, in my house, all those things are there, but internet is not there. Usually phone also does not come. This phone somehow came off. Okay, so I ran to my brother's house. They have Wi-Fi there. So I ran to my cousin brother's house and I told them I'm still on the call. Okay, so I ran to my cousin brother's house and gave the phone to him and said, please put Wi-Fi password. And they were all getting ready to go out for the wedding. I said, please put Wi-Fi call. Please give me the key of your house because I need to attend the call from here. He said, yes. And we downloaded, I logged into the Skype ID and I made this call without the shirt, with the towel, with wet hair. And it was a video call. I sit there with this and this person says, span the room and show me all the sides of the room to make sure that nobody else is there. There's a dog barking out there. You cannot sit here. You need to go to a room inside. So many restrictions, and then I went inside. And he again asked all these questions. How dare you? How did you not run all of those things? And then he said, I'm going to call the cyber police, cyber wing right now, cyber branch right now. And he asked, do you know what a cyber branch is? Yes, sir, I know. Tell me. I know, sir, but I cannot tell. And he said, cyber branch is da 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 da. And he said, repeat after me. Cyber branch is da 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 da. Okay, thank you. And he calls the cyber branch. And this is on loudspeaker, okay? So loudspeaker he calls and he says, hey, I have a case ID. This is the person. This is his phone number and this is his Aadhaar number. Do you have any other cases registered under him? And that person on loudspeaker, he's saying, this person has a warrant right now to freeze all of his everything here and he has to be arrested on first sight. So please arrest him, and he keeps the phone. I am so scared right now. I'm like, sir, please don't do this. He's like, do you know what a freeze warrant means? I don't know, sir. Tell me what a freeze warrant is, sir. I don't know. And then he said, freeze warrant is where all of your accounts will be freezed. You will be put in jail for the next 10 years and you cannot see your parents and family and all of those things. So please don't do this to me. And then he said, okay, it was a long time, okay. So he said, I'll go check with my senior officer and come. But while I go and check with my senior officer, you have to keep telling me, I am online, sir, every 10 seconds. I am online, sir. I am online, sir. He comes back after 15 minutes. And he comes like every 10 minutes. I've been telling this, and he came and said, okay, senior officer is willing to talk to you, but when you talk to him, you have to talk really well, okay? Just say yes or no answers. Don't ask me any questions. Don't answer any questions. Just say yes or no. And then I say, yes, sir, okay. And he sent me a new Skype ID. So this cyber officer also says, this case is basically Naresh Goyal. Naresh Goyal has transferred 20 crore rupees to this account. And that is why you have to be doing this. Now I cut this call and I go to my Skype ID and I dial the next call and something strikes in my head. That is something that I have to do about this. I pick that call and this person is shouting at me, screaming at me, saying, I only gave arrest warrant to you. Where are you? We are going to come to you. And something struck me and I said, see, I've proved my innocence. I've given you all my papers. I gave them all the bank details and everything. And then finally I told him, saying, all that I have is this towel and my wet hair right now. I can remove this towel and show you that I'm innocent. Do you want to know? See? He said, you're crossing boundaries. I said, where do your policies want to come? Here or here? Like where? I'm in the room. You want them to come to the veranda, or can I come to the bus stop and wait for your police to come and wait? And they cut the call. And they sent me a message saying, you disrespected my officer. You will face consequences. I wanted to play with them a little, which on chat I was asking sorry and all of those things. Remember, difficult times like this will come. But one time, no, as Toastmasters, this will make a good Toastmasters speech. Thank you.
Now we will have 1 minute of silence. Thank you, Timer. That was such a mind-blowing performance, John. Let's give a big round of applause to ourselves. Now, the second speaker of the day is a confident speaker with an excellent flow in her words and a dedicated teacher who has been inspiring and shaping life of many. It's our Toastmaster Sandhya. Toastmaster Sandhya's speaker evaluator is Toastmaster Vani. She is going to do a level 1 project 1, that is icebreaker speech. Toastmaster Sandhya, pursuit of knowledge on the path of destiny. Pursuit of knowledge on the path of destiny. Toastmaster Sandhya.
Thank you, Deepika. How many of you believe in destiny? Yeah. Sometimes when something goes which are not planned and it is leading you to somewhere, then we all say it is destiny and we believe in destiny. Every man has his destiny. The imperative is you have to follow it, accept it, no matter where it leads to. I was brought up in Bangalore. As a child, I was very timid, introvert, like I was not a social person at all, but I was very observant. Whichever situation was put, I used to adapt to it. And I used to perceive things in the correct way. In my growing up years, I would like to be very aware of my surroundings, and I was a news person. I used to listen to a lot of news. In those days, it was only Doordarshan and All India Radio, and we used to listen to news. And I was very inquisitive about what is happening in states, country, and all over the world also. And even the newspaper, the cartoon, I was leaning towards political news also. The cartoon which used to come in the newspaper, I used to interpret it. Thanks to my father, who used to tell me that we should be aware about our surroundings. And I used to admire those news readers, the AIR, All India Radio and the Doordarshan, their diction, their pronunciation and the voice modulation. And they were like, I used to admire them a lot in the pronunciation and everything. I think that has brought me to Toastmasters today. After that, after my college, my first job was in a multinational company. It is a manufacturing unit. You'll be surprised to know I have gone through shifts. I worked in first, second shift, and I know the manufacturing process. They were manufacturing connectors. So so many things goes into to manufacture a connector. Like you have to go through, you should know the process. The stores is involved, they procure material, then the assembly line, the stamping, the molding, and the assembly line, then the quality control comes, then the packing, and then it is dispatched. So all this, I had a chance to look all this procedure closely. After that, I got married and I landed in Vellore. Even today, I remember the day when I got into the Vrindavan Express. Then here, Vellore, it was a very different environment for me. It was difficult for me to adjust. But finally, I believe in the mantra that bloom where you're planted. That kept me going. As being a media person, Here I missed the news, but here I got exposed to the Tamil media. Of course, the language was not, though my mother tongue is Tamil, I couldn't comprehend much because the news language is a little different. But now I can comprehend it very well. Then, what kept me going in Vellore is my daughter and my maid. I have a good maid. I have still. The ladies in the room will agree with me that having a good maid makes our life so easy. Otherwise, you cannot do anything else. She is still there with me. Those two kept me going. Of course, my in-laws and they were pretty decent people. I kept on. Then I became busy. Then Tamil, I was not able to read Tamil. Even now, I recognize words. I was too old to read A, E and all. And only one sentence which I thoroughly read was Vellore மாவட்டத்தில் விடுமுறை பள்ளி கல்லூரி விடுமுறை. Because as a teacher and for my children, I wanted to know that sentence. Otherwise, my husband is in transferable job. That sentence, sometimes we have gone to bus stop and standing for the bus and the bus doesn't come because it's declared a holiday. Then, as moving on, as I told you, I adapted to the situation. Then when I look back, it was almost 10 years. My children were settled in the school and they were busy and they were independent enough to take care of themselves. Then slowly when I turned back, it was almost 10 years. From working professional to being in the house, I had lost all my confidence. I couldn't go out and face the world. You won't believe me, even I couldn't talk to strangers and going out. It was so difficult to me. I pushed myself, then I attended an interview. I got through as a teacher. That management was kind enough. They welcomed the newcomers and they gave us a chance to, they nurtured us, and I had a couple of certifications which would aid teaching. Then I did couple of courses. I appreciate this distance education learning because that encourages us to continue our pursuit to knowledge and whatever we can continue our education. Then this lockdown came, this COVID era, which has taught a lot of lessons to us. And I think teachers fraternity were the first among many that they got adapted to it and they started online teaching. They didn't allow children to miss a lot. We were carrying a laptop as if we are software engineers. We were roaming around all the work from home started. We were having laptops and walking around the house. Then as I told you, I did one more course National Law School of University in Bangalore. There they offered a PG diploma in child rights. I'm very proud of it because it is a very esteemed institution. Because of COVID, I could do it by sitting at home, and it's the big experience there was proctored exam. We had to give exam from house. The proctored exam, I think many of you must have heard. You'll be sitting in front of a computer, somebody remote, they're watching you, and you have to upload your papers, stand and upload your papers. That was quite an experience. Somehow, Vellore is my home now, but I'm still a Bangalorean at heart. I've come a complete circle. My son is going to college in Bangalore. All the trips to Bangalore is very nostalgic to me. Even now, even small trip. Then my mantra is you bloom where you're planted and experience life, gain knowledge and become wise. I would like to conclude with these lines which I read a few days ago. Knowing tomato is a vegetable is knowledge. Knowing tomato is a vegetable is knowledge. It should not be included in fruit salad. That's the wisdom. So experience life, gain knowledge and enjoy life. Thank you.
Toastmaster Sandhya has made justice to my introduction. I hope you all found how confident she is and the flow of her speech. Now we'll have 1 minute of silence. Thank you, timer. Now, to refresh you all, we have our joke master. Today's joke master is our Toastmaster, Sasi, and he is going to do this role for the very first time.
Good evening, joke masters. Today I am going to play the role Toastmaster. Today I am going to play the role joke master. Actually, last 1 week I fully obsessed with the topic of the joke master. So a little bit of confusion. Sorry for you. So let me tell you one interesting fact. Smiling increases one's lifetime, and more importantly, it makes the person more beautiful. So now let me, all of you know that, came to know that why I am so handsome. Smiling is the secret of my beauty. So are you agree with that? Yes. So no options. You should agree with that. You should agree with that. So this one is the first joke of the day. Okay. Now I am going to move the second joke of the day. Once the 3 girls got Aladdin lights. When they rubbed the light, the genie came out from that. Then the genie asked the girls, "Hello girls, I am here to fulfill. Please ask me something. I am here to fulfill your dreams and wishes." And the first girl asked the genie, "I want to be more beautiful, 10 times beautiful than now." Then the genie gives her beauty what she wants. And now the second girl asks the genie. Second girl asks the genie, "I want to beauty 100 times than the previous girl." And the genie gives her beauty what she wants. Finally, the last girl asked the genie, "I want to be 1,000 times beautiful than the previous girls. But I prepared that I want to be epitome of the beauty. But today grammar in between is in the word. It's not my fault, it's your fault." I want to be the epitome of the beauty. Then finally, genie told that, "Epitome of beauty, I think it's too difficult to me, but I will try my level best." And it took some time. Genie took some time. And finally, the genie got the fantastic idea. Finally, the genie converted the girl into the boy. And the girl yelled the genie, "Why did you do this to me?" And the genie replies, "Because boys are always so handsome, so cute." So I understand your feelings. What to do? Sometimes it's very hard to accept the truth. Thank you. Over to Toastmasters.
Oh my god, that is a great improvement. You are 100 times more confident than the last week. Now it's time to call our third speaker. Is a person whose unwavering dedication, sincere approach, and relentless quest for perfection sets us a shining example. It's none other than our Toastmaster Ramesh. Toastmaster Ramesh, speaker evaluator, is Toastmaster Kriti. His chosen pathway is presentation mastery, and today he is going to do his level 1 project 3, that is introduction to vocal variety and body language. Toastmaster Ramesh, lead like a Google map. Lead like a Google map, Toastmaster Ramesh.
Very good evening, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and my dear evaluator. So, I would request each one of you to close your eyes for a moment. Okay? Just imagine yourself in a beautiful car, going on a road trip to a destination you have always wanted to visit. The road is clear, the sky is open, your GPS is set. Okay? You're all set. Now open your eyes. What if I tell you what you imagine is not a road trip. It is a metaphor for leadership, what I'm going to talk about now. Okay? And the GPS, what you set, is your Google Map. Okay? Few years ago, I was given the responsibility of bringing in a process change in one of the departments where I work. Okay? So, that task was very pressurizing. It was very tedious for me. So, the first day when I stood before my team, I realized, okay, leading the team would be like navigating them through an unknown territory. Because you know, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to reach. So that way, I was very, so that was my thing. And then what I did is, I recently remembered my road trip, a recent road trip, where I had to really rely completely on my Google Map. Because my trip was an unknown trip. I know my destination. I wanted to go to Chennai. Yes, I wanted to go to Chennai, but I don't know the way, where I have to go. So I totally relied upon Google Map. Then it struck me, okay, leadership is also like that. You have to lead the team like a Google Map. Okay. What does the Google Map does first?
It gives directions.
First, fix your destination. So, Google Map was very clear about the destination. Then I thought, okay, as a leader, we should be very clear about our destination. This has to be communicated to the team members. Our vision has to be clear. The destination has to be very clearly told to the team members. So, I clearly told my team, okay, this is our destination. Are you all clear? Yes, I am clear. This is the destination. Then comes, knowing the destination is not the end. That's the start. We need to know how to go there. You all would have used Google Maps. What will you do when you start the trip? The Google Map will not show you one route. It will show you multiple options. Okay? That will show you as a leader, that's exactly okay. To reach our destination for a successful process implementation, we don't have to go stick on to one road. We have to explore multiple routes. Then we spoke to the team and we said, yes, please come and brainstorm, come in with your ideas. We'll just discuss and see what are the possible routes that we can explore to reach our destination. And we all sat together, we brought in different perspectives on the table for discussion, and we weighed the pros and cons, and finally we came to a conclusion, yes, okay, this is how we are going to go. Once we start, leadership is always full of challenges. Whatever you plan, it doesn't go the way you plan. There are a lot of challenges. The first challenge that came, because when you use Google Map also doesn't give you, at times doesn't give you certain clear directions. It will lead you to a wrong U-turn, and it will make you to go on a roundabout. So that way, I thought, okay, no, I'm just getting lost with the words here. So Google Map. So, I'm sorry. Okay, I think just reconnected.
Got stuck, huh?
Yeah, I got stuck because he's showing B. So just like Google Map, no, I'm just quitting here. Let me try the next week. Thank you.
No, I just got lost with my words. I just lost it. That's all.
With this, we finish our first segment, that is capacity. Before moving to the evaluation, I would like to call our code master to read out the code for the day. It's Toastmaster Abhibhasha.
theme is elections. So, election belong to the people. It's their decision. If they turn their back on fire and burn their behinds, then they will just have to sit on their blisters. It was said by Abraham Lincoln. He only quoted that democracy is for the people, by the people, to the people. Regardless of who wins, an election should be time for optimism and fresh approaches. This was said by Gary Johnson. Thank you. This is the report for me.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Before we move on, I have a question. What is the primary role of a VP PR? Anybody knows?
Spirit word about it.
Yes. Anybody else?
Active on social media and other platforms for communicating, posting.
That's right. So now easy question. What is the primary role of a VP education?
You educate.
Nobody knows?
Maintain the quality of how exactly things are delivered.
So don't you guys get message every week from VP at Yes. So now I'll call our general evaluator for the report, for the evaluation segment.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kritika. Yes, now without further ado, we will start with the reports. So firstly, I would like to call my tag team. And before that, I will call my evaluation team. So firstly, the evaluator 1, Toastmaster Calvin.
Toastmaster John. Wedding police interrogation in towel. That is his topic. Okay. What an ambiguous title for his speech. I would like to first of all congratulate you for finishing your level 1 with this last project. So, okay. What can we learn from Toastmaster John's speech today? I thought Toastmaster John usually, when he starts a speech, I've been there for all of his speeches. I know that he starts with a real, enthusiasm. The volume and tone and the punch was slightly low. Okay, and he usually gives perfect ideas. He'll look into your soul, and you can kind of see where he comes from. The humor was really great in the entire speech about the Aadhaar and being given everywhere and the freeze warrant. There was an element of absurdity throughout the speech, and certain things, there were loose ends here and there. But then, I like the way he concluded it, that it made a fantastic Toastmasters speech content. So in that way, it was very good. So what is good and what is the take-home learning that we can from Toastmaster John's speech is that his way of weaving a story. He took a very simple theme, and around that he weaved, like a bird building a nest. He had a nest at the end of it. So many beautiful elements here and there. So he was basically like a painter painting with words. So that was amazing. He was a fascinating wordsmith, and the words that he used, they were very simple dictions, but the way he used those segments was amazing. Scope for improvement for Toastmaster John. I think all of us, we have internal climate, no? We are not in the same mood always. So my prescription for you is, if in case you find yourself another time in such a situation, you will have to do 10 jumping jacks, a couple of push-ups, and then try to see if you can lighten the mood and see if you are in a better frame of mind, and then I'm sure that you'll be able to come and deliver the punches that you really deliver every time. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Calvin. And now I'd like to call the second evaluator, Toastmaster 1.
Thanks, Toastmaster Bharat. So my speaker is Sandhya, and she spoke on the topic of pursuit of knowledge on the path of destiny. First of all, thank you for choosing this topic because it is very relatable with me. So the one thing you told, no, I think every housewife will accept this because we get a good maid. That is very, very relatable. And that is one positive in your speeches. It is very relatable. And the flow of speech is very good because you didn't stammer in, anywhere, and the flow is very neat. And your eye contact is so good. You saw everyone. And when it comes to women and housewife and all, you saw all the women in the crowd. So that was so good. And the audience awareness, whenever you crack a joke, everybody laughed and nobody slept except, I think. And you are very comfortable with the audience because you told your own story, so you are very comfortable with the audience, and the connection is very good. As I said, it is very relatable, so the connection is very good. The one thing I want you to work on is, two things: your vocal variety and the gestures. You are standing here and talking with, giving your speech. You can use the stage better, and the vocal variety also. Your tone was like same from the start to end. That's it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mani. And now I'd like to call the third evaluator, Toastmaster Kritika.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So, first of all, congratulations for a wonderful attempt to coming on stage and delivering your level 1 project B speech. So, how many of you thought when we heard the topic, how many of you thought that it's going to be a fun story related to Google Maps and he's going to tell his own story where he's stuck somewhere, he went to some graveyard or some story. I thought that content I will come from him because he's a well-known humorous speaker in our club. So I was the way he related Google Maps to leadership was really phenomenal job. The way he got this content, it was a surprise element. Like no one expected how you will relate Google Maps to leadership. Wonderful job done there. Second part is how you started the speech. Like you asked everyone to close your eyes and all. Everyone were closing eyes. I just opened to see, but that whether you are delivering it but you had, even though all were closing their eyes, you had your hand gestures on point while you were reciting us to imagine those things. So good job done there, and your hand gestures were good, and you were coming to the third, you had good clarity when you came on. So your voice is a very good plus point to you. Like you have a very loud voice and it's very audible for the audience. These are the 3 things which stood out for me in the speech. And one recommendation I would like to say is, recite your speech among your friends or your family members. Most of them we tell that record yourself among the speech. If you don't have that, at least prepare, recite your speech in front of your family members and one or our friends at least. They'll give you a best recommendation, or your daughter, your wife at least. They will give you a best suggestion for you, and you'll be more comfortable when you decide, and you'll be not stuck here. Like they'll give you more recommendation how to. They are best evaluators, I can tell, your family members and your friends. So this is my recommendation, and I would expect to hear your speech next time, same speech with more modification, and I would evaluate this. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kriti. And now I'd like to call the timer to give the report. Toastmaster Santosh. Yeah, I'm here with my timer report. First, the prepared speech. Toastmaster John, 7 minutes 17 seconds. Toastmaster Sandhya, 6 minutes 4 seconds. Toastmaster Ramesh, 5 minutes 16 seconds. Now the evaluator. Toastmaster Carolyn, 2 minutes 35 seconds. Toastmaster Vani, 1 minute 40 seconds. Toastmaster Kriti, 2 minutes 3 seconds. Hand over the stage to general evaluator. Thank you, Toastmaster Santosh. And now I'd like to call the R counter for the report, Toastmaster Karan.
R counter report. I think there is no major filler was used in this today's meeting. Toastmaster Sandhya, she used the word then in your reported speech like 6 to 7 times. Other than that, there is no major correction in the over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saranya. Now I'd like to call the grammarian Toastmaster report.
So no one used the word of the day ingredients actually, but at least Toastmaster Sasi used the word epitome, the word of the day, and many of them actually texted in the group, but that's why I changed it, the word of the day. Okay, some good usage of the words I noticed is tedious, which means too long or slow or dull, and one more is absurd, superior, top or topmost. And nurtured means like care for and protect. Some quotes I liked and I noticed are you bloom where you're planted. And knowing the tomato as a vegetable is knowledge. Knowing the tomato as a fruit is a wisdom. So thank you. Over to you.
And next I'd like to call the listener Toastmaster Narayanan.
Today I have only a couple of questions because of elections, so we have to wind up soon. First one, Toastmaster Sandhya said her life mantra. Can anybody say it?
Bloom
where you
where
are.
planted.
No?
Where you are planted.
Toastmaster Ramesh presented his speech. What is the title?
Lead like a Google map.
Lead like Google map.
Nice, great job. Let us carry forward this spirit of learning to go beyond this. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nandini. So with this, my team report is done, and let's get into the overall report of this meeting. So first of all, we have started the meeting on time. So kudos to everyone for that. And my apologies for coming as like 4 minutes late. Right, so first of all, so let's get into my tag team. So Toastmaster Santosh to play the role of timer. So he clearly mentioned what are the time limits for each of the segments, and he made his report very crisp and short, where he clearly mentioned the time taken by each of the role players. So great job, Toastmaster Santosh. And moving on to the art of the Toastmaster Saranya. So again, she clearly mentioned what are the roles, what are the responsibilities of an accountant by saying what are the fillers. And I'm very glad that she mentioned that a lot of us didn't use fillers in this meeting. So it's kudos to all of us here. And coming to our newbie Toastmaster Ritu playing the role of grammarian. So she clearly mentioned what are her responsibilities as a grammarian, and it was surprised that she has changed the word of the day. And yeah, and it doesn't seem like she's playing the role for the first time, right? I hope everyone felt the same. So the way she made herself comfortable on the stage, and even during the report, she gave the report like a pro, where she clearly mentioned what some of the beautiful anecdotes and the quotes and the good usage of words we have witnessed in this meeting. So great job on that, Toastmaster. And moving on to a Toastmaster Balaji, who is recently joined Toastmaster. So he clearly picked what are the important news that has happened recently, and I'm very happy that he presented it confidently. So one suggestion for you is like, maybe when you are saying the news, probably you can look at people, even more better, so that it will stand for a chance you to interact with the people, even though you are being a newsmaster. So there's one thing we could maybe work upon. Other than that, great job. And moving on to the Toastmaster, the Toastmaster Abhida Shah. So she clearly gave a very relatable quote on this particular meeting, and I like the way that she clearly mentioned optimism and a fresh approach about elections. So which I think this quote must given all of us a very good confidence about participating in elections. So thank you for that, Toastmaster Abhida Shah. And next we have a joke master, Toastmaster Sasi Kumar. So if you look at Toastmaster Sasi Kumar like two meetings before, and if you look at him now, you could see a complete difference from him. You know, that clearly mentions, that clearly says that the amount of efforts he puts in playing his each and every role that he takes on our meetings. I'm very happy that he has not used any Tamil words today in his role. And I think in the beginning he was finding it difficult, but now I'm very confident that he will become a great speaker in future. And kudos to you for that. And I really like the way how you narrated the jokes, because the role of a joke master is always difficult, because you have to make people laugh. Laughing on as an audience is easy, but making people laugh is always a difficult job. And I'm very happy that you have beautifully narrated. And at first, when you were saying about good evening joke master, and I thought it was actually a joke. And then you narrated beautifully about what were the 3 girls' wishes, and you clearly narrated it, and great job. And coming on to my evaluators, so Toastmaster Carolyn, Bonnie, and Toastmaster Kriti. So all 3 of them have done a fabulous job on giving positive as well as recommendations. And I found two evaluators who missed mentioning about their level. The speech objective is satisfied or completed, and 2 of them have missed of giving a summary. And also one suggestion that I always say is, pick examples from the speeches, so that will help the speaker to agree to your recommendations or the positives. And other than that, all 3 of you have done a great job. And moving on to, I think we have today that. Yeah, our MC, Toastmaster Kritika. Yeah, so she has done a great job as well, where she asked questions and made it interactive, even though she had a very less time, because we have to finish this and move on to the elections. She used the time wisely, where she built in interactions by asking questions of what are the roles and responsibilities of the ExCom members, and she also gave us knowledge to the people who doesn't know about it. So great job on the Toastmaster Kritika. And yeah, so with this, my report is done. Over to you, MC.
We wanted to finish the meeting on time, like 4:45. Now what is the time? We are too early, because this is the time actually we go for break. Usually this is the time when we finish prepared speech, but now we finish prepared speech as well as evaluation. So one final question: what is the responsibility of SAA?
To set the meeting.
Right. Those who came to division conference, Toastmaster Monish told something in the stage about SAA. Does anybody remember that? He gave, he's not here, but on stage in the division conference, he gave a detailed information about SAA, the pains of SAA also he gave. That was a very good job, but he is not here. Now, I hand over the session to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Kaushik.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kritika, for hosting all of us here today. So with that, we will share the ballots in the groups for the best speakers, the evaluators, etc. You share it in the guest group.
Yes.
And we have added all of you to a particular group called election group. If you are not there, just let me know, we'll add you there.
The ballots are there in the guest group as well as the division group.
So with that, we could get an introduction as well as a review from our guests who have joined us today. Could we have you on stage?
On stage?
Yes.
So I am Carolyn's daughter. My name is Olivia. I am 17. I'm turning 18 this August, and I'm going to Bangalore for my higher studies in Christ College. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Anything else I need to say?
How's the meeting?
The meeting was actually really nice. I'm so sorry it took so long to come here. Amma's always been talking about coming here and looking at you guys speak. But yeah, it was a really nice meeting. I've learned a lot, and I hope that you guys continue to do a lot of great things and help more people and help more audience to come and join this organization. So, thank you.
Thank you. So I'm sure Christ has its own Toastmasters club,
Yeah, Amma's been telling me to join.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a big part over here. So once we have around 15 responses, we can go. 24. So we'll just wait for our area director to come back. She's out for a minute because they're tired of giving the. No, so sorry. So I have a listener's question in the meanwhile. So the question is this: Toastmaster Ramesh in his speech was going to a place. Where is this place?
Chennai.
Okay, that is an easy one. Okay, does someone have a question, a listener's question, which I will ask you for the time being? A listener's question about today's meeting.
This is John's hometown.
Toastmaster Sanjay is from
Bangalore.
She did a course.
Child rights.
So as we have gotten the ballot results, I request our area director, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayanan, to join me to present the ballot winners. Please join me.
So first we start the best evaluator, and today's best evaluator is Toastmaster Kriti. That's my Thank you. The best role player, generally Toastmaster of the day, and all this like grades. Toastmaster Bharat. And the best auxiliary role player is Toastmaster Shashi Kumar. And the best speaker, obviously,
So with that, we will break for about 10 minutes and we'll be back, and afterwards the election chair Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayanan will take over. And with that, yeah, let's go. Thank you.